All my memories of Valta are so positive. One thing that is very interesting about him is he spent his whole life in Hamilton County, except for his stint in the military in the Korean War, when he served, I believe, as a helicopter mechanic. But as he grew older, he had a very large image of life. He was a true communitarian, loved the city of Aurora, as you all know. I just think this is a great event to spend some time honoring his memory.
Back in Aurora again. So many times have I been back in Aurora again.
After college, I came back here and I was working in Aurora, and one day Valta walks in, he comes over to me and he says, "Hey Byron, have you ever thought about playing your trumpet in the Hamilton County band with me and with us?" And I said, "Well, Valta, no, I really hadn't even thought about it because I'm not that good of a trumpet player and I don't read music very well." And he looks at me and he says, "Oh, don't worry about it, that's not a requirement." And that's how I got started in the band, and it was more fun. We just had a good time, and Valta, he loved marches, and he loved polkas, and he loved big band music. You know what? He just loved music, and he instilled that in the band, his love for music.
Yeah, he was very instrumental in the community band, and I served on the Aurora Days committee through the years, and we finally, towards the end, they had trouble getting on and off a float, so we put him beside the bandstand. He was very instrumental in getting that remodeled as well. The community stepped up, and the Sam Ross, his father's, dedicated the bandstand. His heart and soul was in music, always was.
First time I met Valta was at Faith Community Church when I came and was an interim pastor. Valta's one of those people that was just present. I don't know how to explain it, but somebody just being present was like, I can do this. Valta's here.
We haven't talked about the dog side of Valta. In 1 o'clock, he would get in his car, put the window down, the dog would be helping drive, and they'd go around the square and look around Aurora. And then at some point in the day, he would go to Jim's Foods and buy a chicken leg. And that dog lived on a cooked chicken leg from the Aurora Mall. So he had a heart of gold. As you could tell, he'd help anybody, and just a great person, a great asset to our community through the years.
One time we had a younger day, we had a motorcycle club. Valta Ross was a member of, they call it the White Spot Motorcycle Club. But I knew him then. He rode motorcycles.
I remember seeing one of the motorcycles that he rebuilt from scratch. I mean, he could fix or make anything. And I don't know how he got to loving motorcycles, but he did. He had a shop at one time, and I know he raced motorcycles.
Just the talents that he had that you wouldn't realize that he had, because he didn't really brag about it, never talked much about it unless you asked him.
I think one of the things that stands out, not just about Valta, but about the Ross family in general, is that their family, their history, their community is incredibly important to them. They have this genealogy diagram that goes back generations. And when I talk about that genealogy, that connection to family, I think about how strongly Valta felt about creating a scholarship that honored his mother and a scholarship that honored his wife, Cindy. And then, of course, his son, Kelly. He wanted to create a scholarship for his son, Kelly, who passed early. And what he would say to me is, I am so glad the foundation is here so that I can honor my family members. And this community has meant the world to me.
I had the honor of playing taps at Valta's memorial service, and it was a definite honor. And me and the band will never forget Valta and what he meant to us, and we'll never forget his love for the community and his humor and his friendship. Thank you, Valta.